Are you tired of losing too much with options? You have to start managing risk appropriately, and especially if you're day trading options, this formula is going to save your trading. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when the next video comes out. Now, 2 things that you have to know before you enter the trade. And this specifically is for day trading or scalping options. The longer you hold same week expiration or next week expiration contracts, the worse it will get. So you need to be quick when you're applying this. Without further ado, let's go. You got 2 things here. You got max loss, and then you got stop loss. I like using the term stop loss a little bit differently here. Most of the time, stop loss is where you're gonna get out. For me, I just think about stop loss as like the distance away. So if I'm buying at 100, I'm selling at 95, my stop loss is $5, right? So just to give you context how I'm gonna be using it in this formula. Your max loss is the worst case scenario, how much you're going to lose or how much you're gonna lose when you get out. It's not how much money you're putting in. It's not how much money you're making. It's how much, worst case scenario, when you sell, how much your account would be down. Okay? Another way you could say it is the drawdown, right? So basically, let's say you're willing to lose $500. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that max loss and we're gonna divide it by 50, and then that's gonna give us our risk number. Now I'm still figuring out what I want to call this, but yeah, I made up this formula, but I'm still figuring out what I want to call the formula. But for now, let's just call it risk number, right? So again, your max loss divided by 50 gives you your risk number. And then the formula is going to be your risk number divided by your stop loss. And then that's going to give you the number of contracts to buy, right? So basically, if your max loss is 500, automatically your risk number is going to be 10. Now, ideally, you want to be risking the same amount every single trade. 500 at a time, 400 at a time, 100 at a time, 50 at a time. Whatever it is, it should stay the same. Which means that your risk number should also always stay the same. So the way that I think about it, the risk number is just the number in my head that I'm thinking about before every trade. So let's say my max loss is 500. In my head, it's okay, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Before every trade, 10, 10, 10. That's what's in my head. And then next is my stop loss. So basically, if I'm entering here and then I'm getting out here, that distance is my stop. So let's say I am, getting a call when the stock is at 52 and I'm getting out if it goes to 51, that distance or that stop loss is 1. So divided by 1, I can automatically buy 10 contracts, right? Now look how fast you can do this. Let's say another trade, you want to play puts on something. You're going to get puts when the stock breaks 500, and then you're going to get out if it goes to 505. Now your stop loss there is 5. So automatically what you can do is 10 divided by 5, and then what? How many contracts can I buy? 2. That's it. So all I was thinking about was my risk number, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then the stop, which is $5 away, and then automatically just buy 2 contracts. So this formula is helping so much because I don't have to think about money anymore. I don't have to think about monetary value of my account. All I have to think about is my stop loss, which makes me acting in a professional mindset, and then I'll instantly be able to buy the right amount of contracts, right? Because 10 is staying the same, so the only thing that's changing is this. So you apply the formula real quick, boom, you get the amount of contracts that you should get. If it hits your stop, you're going to lose your original max loss anyway. So let's go over another quick example. If I want to buy calls on a stock as it's breaking 810, right? If I'm buying calls as the stock is 810, and then my stop loss is, let's say, 800. My stop loss, like I'm gonna exit at 800, so my stop loss is 10 bucks. It's $10. My stop loss is $10 away. So 10 divided by 10, boom, 1. I can buy one contract. Now, if I buy one contract here and then it goes here, I'm gonna lose about 500 bucks. Now, if I buy two contracts, what's gonna happen? If I buy two contracts here and it goes there, I'm actually gonna end up losing double. I'm actually gonna end up losing 1,000 instead of 500. All right. So just to recap, here's what you're gonna do. You take your max loss, how much you're willing to lose on a trade, you divide it by 50. What you're left with is your risk number. Now that risk number is you're keeping it inside your head before every single trade. And then you're gonna divide it by how far the stop loss is, right? So if your stop loss is $5 away, you're doing your risk number divided by 5, and that'll give you how many contracts to buy. If your stop loss is $10 away, you do your risk number divided by 10, and that's how many contracts you get. If you have any questions, please let me know. And just a side note, this is more accurate the tighter the spread and the shorter you hold the contract. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share this video if you found it helpful. It might save a trading account. See you on the next video.